Perhaps for the first time since the Israel-Hamas war began months ago, India's maritime trade is under direct threat. In just a matter of 2 days, two India-bound ships in the Red Sea came under attack, reportedly by Yemen-based Iran-backed Houthis. Yesterday, a cargo ship off the Gujarat coast with over 20 Indians on board was hit by a drone reportedly from Iran. Less than 24 hours later, an oil tanker on its way to Mumbai was hit by a drone strike. An SOS was sent immediately to the US naval ship patrolling the South Red Sea. They reported a near miss of a Houthi drone. Since October this year, ever since the war broke out, there have been as many as 15 attacks on commercial shipping by the Houthis. While there are diplomatic ramifications of this as well, of the Houthis attacking commercial ships as Israel bombards Gaza, the consequences are very real for India and India's export-import business. Now, the Red Sea and the Red Sea route, the Suez Canal route, is extremely critical for India's trade. So our big lead on left, right and centre tonight. Between the devil and the Red Sea, how do we secure the Suez? Well, first let's take a look at why the Suez Canal and the route is so important for India. Well, we have, of course, important trade that sort of passes through this route, and what's at stake for India is extremely critical. 65% of India's Brent crude passes through the Suez Canal route. Now, oil imports worth $105 billion used the Suez Canal route in 2023. Now, what's even more important is that 9% of the cargo passing through the Suez is actually connected through India. It either originates from India or ends up coming to India. Now, half of India's exports to Europe and North Africa use this particular route. Now, India's trade goods worth $113 billion pass through the Suez Canal. That's how high stakes this particular route is for India. But looking at it globally as well, global trade is in troubled waters because what these commercial ships actually signify is extremely significant. The commercial ships, and there are 20,000 such vessels that ply the Suez Canal route every year, represent 12% of global trade. They also represent 9% of global oil demand, 6% of LNG or liquefied natural gas imports. They also represent 30% of container shipments. That's how critical this particular route is. But how does it actually disrupt global supply chains? Let's take a look at that. Well, because of the increasing maritime tensions in this particular routes, ships tend to take a detour from the fastest Asia-Europe route, that is the Suez Canal route. This in turn increases the transit time and also means that insurance premium actually goes up, which means, shipping rates will increase as well. This could in turn mean that global production schedules go out of gear, and that affects supply chains directly, which means that for people like you and me and for countries like India, Brent crude and fuel prices go up. That in turn mounts global inflationary pressures, and global economies, which are just recovering from the COVID era, shrink even more amid headwinds. So that's how real the impact is as far as global trade is concerned and as far as this Red Sea route, the Suez Canal route is concerned.